Why are Dazzler's concerts booked a year in advance? Because the dates are pretty far out. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's Comic Book Editions Volume 217 video, I'm going to unbox my Dazzler custom sketch cover from the Fraim Brothers. It's here! I'm so excited to see what it looks like in person, and that you'll be here with me for that experience. Welcome. If you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, it's a great way to show support, as well as sharing the channel and this video with someone else that might be interested. Once you are subscribed, you'll want to hit the notification bell to be informed instantly when new content is added. The algorithm loves it if you give the video a thumbs up, a heart, a like, and I love reading your comments, which I'll be asking for at the end of today's video. Let's have some fun. I mentioned earlier this year that I wanted to do a custom sketch cover, and I've had many ideas of many different characters in mind, but I've been a big fan of the Fraim Brothers for quite some time, and have been following all of the commissions that they do. When X-Men 130 was released as a facsimile back in April, I was so disappointed that they didn't offer a blank sketch cover variant. I thought at least somebody would have an exclusive for that, but they didn't, because I thought that would be the perfect book to do a commission on. But shortly after, it was announced that Dazzler was getting a 4-issue miniseries, and I thought, oh, I bet one will come with that. And when the book was released in September, a blank sketch cover was an option. Of course, I showed that in my Comic Book Editions Volume 211 video. That blank sketch cover has been commissioned by the Fraim Brothers, Brendon and Brian. I gave them a concept of what I had in mind, and this is a concept I've been thinking about for quite some time. Right after Baltimore Comic-Con, they started working on my piece, and in about a week, it was completed, including the coloring, and shipped off to me. Incidentally, one of the reasons in the delay for posting this video, because they were very timely and great with communication on my commission with them, but I had ordered a Dazzler vinyl figure from the U2's company, who I've never ordered from before. And back in September, I got my notification that it had shipped, and I thought, well, that's perfect. I'll show that and my blank sketch cover commission at the same time in the same video and have kind of like another Dazzler haul. You might remember I did an all Dazzler haul way back in Comic Book Editions Volume 189, which included showing some foreign edition Dazzler comic book covers. And then, as I just mentioned, Comic Book Editions 211 was another all Dazzler haul, and I thought I could turn today's into a third installment of that. But that U2's vinyl figure still isn't here to me. The shipping notification came in September. We're in November. It's still not here. I'm not the only one in the same boat, because I saw some other people asking who have gotten the shipping notification if their item had arrived. They must have sent us the shipping notification that it left whatever country of manufacturing, headed to the States, and it hasn't reached the States and then got sent out from reaching the States to us yet. So you'll be seeing that in the future. I just couldn't wait anymore to unbox this, because I've been waiting long enough, and now I get to do it. Before I put you into fast forward mode, the concept behind this commission that I came up with, it's Dazzler, and she needed to be Disco Dazzler. And then I teased this before. I said I want Dazzler and another character on the cover, and then I want a little homage to a third character. And there was something that ties all three of these characters together. So that's the hint that I gave you in the past. Do you have any idea who these other characters might be or what it might look like? We'll find out if you're right when you come out of fast forward mode. Okay, I saw just a glimpse of the bottom of this. I will say before I show it to you that they did show me along the process of how it was coming along. So it's not like I don't know what the art's going to look like, but I even saw a finished scan of the color piece. But this is the first time actually seeing it in person. And now you get to see it too. Are you ready? How about that? Oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. That is exactly the way I saw it in my mind when I came up with this concept. So we have Disco Dazzler in the front. She's protecting Jem of Jem and the Holograms, because wouldn't it have been cool if the two of them had toured together? And you see they're in an alleyway, and back behind there is a concert poster for an upcoming show starring Satin. Now, if you're a G.I. Joe cartoon fan, you know Satin. She's saying the Cobra that got away. And oh, it looks like Saturn's show is sold out. So I just wanted something that kind of was an homage to these three ladies that all have Marvel ties, with G.I. Joe and Jem being in the Marvel animated universe back in the 1980s. All singers, all have ties together. And look at all those great colors. Jem is such a great character to use because you get those bright popping pinks. And then you get the very, very nice color coordinating Dazzler, you know, with the silver and the blues in her costume. So, and they added in the Mutant Disco sign. And they're up against an alleyway with someone coming at them. If this was a real cover, I would have snatched this up in a heartbeat if this was offered. This should have been a real cover. I am beyond stoked with the work that they did for me. So Brendon Fraim is the penciler, and then Brian did the inks on this, and they both colored, but in this case, Brian did the coloring on my piece. They were so easy to work with. Their price was so affordable and fair, and they were so friendly. If you're interested in learning more about their artwork, or maybe purchasing from something from their online store, or just getting a commission of your own, their website is brosfraim.com. That's BROSFRAIM.com. I'm definitely going to use them again, and can't recommend to you enough what an awesome experience it was working with them. So Brendon and Brian, thank you so much for taking the time and to share your talent into this piece that I've wanted so much. I'm absolutely stoked to have this. And the coloring is amazing. The artwork is amazing. It really is everything that I wanted it to be. I don't know what else to say except for how incredibly happy I am. So getting a custom sketch cover, as I mentioned earlier this year, I said that's something I'd like to get done in 2014. I have some from some great community artists in the YouTube comic book community that I'm so appreciative and thankful for, but I want to get more. And I definitely want to get more from the Fraim Brothers too. As a matter of fact, I pretty much know the next concept that I would have them do. And you might be surprised to know that the one I'm thinking of isn't Wonder Woman related. Well, there is one. Well, wait, there's two. There's one is Wonder Woman and one isn't. So I guess we'll just say stand by for further updates on this. Don't you think that it was a huge missed opportunity not to put Dazzler and Jem of Jem and the Holograms together in some type of one-shot or team-up or book? I certainly think it is. Maybe it's a rights issue. Because I know that the Jem and the Hologram comic books are not being published by Marvel, the ones that have come out since. So, but back in the day, maybe they could have done it back in the 80s, and huge missed opportunity. I am very much enjoying the current Dazzler 4-issue miniseries too. If you've been reading that, I'd love to know what you thought about it as well. Before we get out of here today, I want to keep it a little bit shorter for this week because you guys have been so patient watching some longer videos. I did want to go back, since it's election day today, and share this once again. It's Dazzler for President. And this was a pin that was A-OK to me as part of my Omni X-men prize win that I showed in Comic Book Editions, Volume 213. And this came from John's Comics with Kids. It's a Darryl Young Designs artwork. And I'm very familiar with his work as well, not only through his Etsy shop, but through his Instagram profile. And with it being election day and us talking Dazzler, I just wanted to show it again, Dazzler for President. What did you think of my commission? I would love to know. I'm going to be so excited to read your comments below. Make sure to leave me a comment as they're welcomed, encouraged, and appreciated. Let me tell you what's coming up on the channel. Just yesterday, I dropped the Back Issue of the Week YouTube short, 60 seconds about a back issue that's in my comic book collection. There is Fanboys Live and the retro review of the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube, starring Signature King Tony Fett, Comic Fu 2814, and Tim the Comic Collector. That's Sunday nights, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central on YouTube, the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube. And then next week for my Comic Book Editions Volume 218, it is going to be an in-person AOK. Let's correct it. An in-person international AOK. Let's add even more to it. In studio with me next week for Comic Book Editions Volume 218, my friend Andre from Brazil. He'll be sitting right next to me. He'll be sitting right next to me, right over there, next week. That's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to spend in-person time with my friend again, too. You won't want to miss that. So that's what's on the way. Thank you to Brendon and Brendon Fraim for sharing your talent with me and the amazing experience of getting to collaborate with you and for you making this dream come true for me of this commission that I wanted. I just love it. I'm going to be staring at it definitely the rest of the day nonstop. And then every time I look at it from then on, it will just be a nice reminder of what a great experience this was. You made it to the end of Comic Book Editions Volume 217. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you have a happy, healthy, and successful week, and I look forward to visiting with you again soon. Until then, take care.